Hi guys, welcome to MoonChild Serendipity Tarot. So I'm so happy to get back to do these readings, to continue my series on the one-on-one relationship or connection between BTS members. I had a really busy month and a lot of things happened in September, but now I'm like everything's cleared up. I'm get back with the flows of energies and I'm like so happy to get back to doing this. So we'll be using these 3 decks of tarot today, together with the usual oracle decks, but first let's pick which unit or dynamic, or what do you call sub-unit, that we're gonna do the readings on today. The reading, I can't even say, I'm too excited. Okay, the usual what do you say, warning. This is not about ship. I'm simply looking at the energies of the connections between 2 people. Yeah, that's simply what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna say everything that I see with the cards. Yeah, basically that's what it is. It's been so long since the last time I did this, so I'm kind of like trying to get back to it. Okay, I think this is the 9th subunit that we're gonna do. Who are we having today? Let's see. Oh, so we have Hope Min. So that's J-Hope and Jimin. This is the first time I've ever get J-Hope, like a subunit with J-Hope. I've been wondering, like, why have I not get anything with J-Hope? And yes, finally today is the first one that I'm getting back on after like a period of break. So excited to do it. J-Hope and Jimin. Okay, this is cool. Yes. Let's use this one on J-Hope, this one on Jimin's energy, and this one's gonna be the shared. It's all about their connections. Yeah. Let's start with their overall connections first. And if you're new to this series of readings that I'm doing, I'm gonna be inserting like a spread, explaining how this spread works. But yeah, so now we'll start with looking at the overall energy of their connection. So the connection between J-Hope, Hosok, Hobi, and Jimin. So there's gonna be like their past connections. I just had a sneak to see if it's in the right position, because I don't do reverse with this deck, so just gotta make sure that it's in upright positions. So that's the past energy of their connection. So now we're looking at the current energy of the relationship between Jimin and J-Hope. Jimin and Hobi. I like to call him Hobi. So their current connections. Cool. I saw the card. Okay. And then we will look at the future possibility, or like, yes, the future possibility of their connections. Okay. We leave it as it is. If it's in reverse, we flip it back on. Okay, let's look at the past energy, how they started this connection. We've got Mother of Cups. This is a very, like, I feel like the moment they met, or like very early on, when their relationship or connection started, they kind of like instantly click. It's a very easy connection to establish between J-Hope and Jimin. Because they're both very like loving and kind of open. At least that's what they felt towards each other when they first started to know each other. it's just a very like loving, gentle, very caring energy, and there's a lot of empathy. There's a lot of understanding, and there's a lot of oh, I forgot the word, like compassion between them. Like they totally understand each other, and they know where the other person is coming from, kind of thing. Like there's a lot of unspoken mutual understandings between them. That's what I felt like. And I feel maybe there's a kind of a motherly energy between them as well. Like they want to protect each other. They want to take care of each other. They want to like wrap the other one in like a warm blanket, and they want to be each other's safe place, or like a how to say it, like a comfort plate that the other person can always come to them, and like, and this is mutual. It's like the other person can always come to them and like share the thoughts without being feared of misunderstood, or being misunderstood, or being judged. That kind of feelings. It's just a very like stable and solid since the beginning. Like the connection between them is just really beautiful energy. It's a very giving, nurturing energy as well. And to me, it's very mutual. Is what I pick up from this card. Like they love each other, the unequal amount of love. They care for each other equally. It's a very it's a give and take connection, and they just want the best for the other person. It's just, oh, it's very heartwarming, and it's very, there's the sense of protectiveness as well. So they would like, because the geese, they, or the swans, they're usually very like peaceful creatures, right? But once you trigger their family, or the one that they protect, especially the chicks, the mother gets really aggressive, and they can be dangerous as well. Like they can get agitated very quickly if you appear to be dangerous for their chicks or for their family. So this is the feeling I'm getting from like the connection between Jimin and J-Hope. Like, it's like they would be very aggressive if someone do bad things to the other person. And once Jimin, because Jimin and J-Hope, they seems very like loving person. They seems so kind and nice and like friendly, but believe me, they're very scary when they get angry and when they are in their protective mood. So don't get on their nerves. And then we will look at the current energy of the connection between Jimin and J-Hope. We've got the Hermit. So I feel like their connection, or their like the I don't want to say love, because a lot of people would interpret it in the wrong way. It's like in like romantic love, but no, love has has many forms, and platonic or brotherly, or I don't know. I'm just gonna say love. They love for each other, kind of like mature over time. So now it comes into this like hermit mood. So it's like they don't. I feel like, because this is like a total, no, not like a total, what's the word for it? Like the one that is more special than totals. I don't know, I forgot the word. But it feels like it's a very long lasting connection, and it's the one that shed light on their path. It's like the connection they have between each other is one of the reasons, or one of the motivations that keep them going on their journey. And to me, the hermit is always someone who goes on their own way and try to find their own ways going through life. So it's very much similar to what BTS is doing with their career. So I feel like their connections, the connection between Jimin and J-Hope are one of the reasons that keep them going on. Like because they have each other, they trust each other, and they also know how important they are to the other person and to the group collectively as well. So it's a very mature energy about this, and it also some sense of exclusive, and it's like they keep it to themselves. So as I said before, there's a lot of unspoken mutual understanding between them, right? They don't have to show it to other people to see. They know that within themselves, and they don't have to be like outspoken, or they don't have to do grand gestures to show that they care for each other. It's just something very like heartwarming. As we also have the light here. It's this sense of something very assured between them. Like they can always trust that the care and the love is always there, and they can always come to the other person and be comforted, and like and they also like, I feel like with this energy, they are also each other's mentors and inspirations and teachers as well. Kind of like they teach each other different things. And we usually see J-Hope as the more mature, like the young, but he also learns a lot from Jimin as well. They give each other like different perspectives on life, and it's just a very, and also because we have the turtle, it's a slow but steady kind of development, and also very, they have their own space of developing this relationship or this connection between them. But overall, I just feel like a lot of trust, and it's very stable. Nothing can break it, kind of thing. And it's very like, it's kind of, they shine on each other kind of energy. Yeah, it's like warming each other up, kind of, and mentoring, showing the way, leading the way, kind of thing. It's just really like, I don't know. I want to say something about this. The more I look at it, the more I feel like this is a kind of relationship that they learn so much from the other person. Because someone is very wise. And also like the turtles is one of the few animals, creatures that live for a really long time, and they like, I think in my culture they represent a lot of wisdom and knowledge. That's why I feel like they learn a lot from each other in these connections. And then we've got the future possibility for the connection between Jimin and Hoseok, J-Hope. So we've got their daughter of ones. This is also very nice. Like their relationship, as I said, it started very like, it's an instant click. There's no dramas, there's no up and down, there is no down, there's no confusion, there's no misunderstandings. It's just this very smooth sail, and it's just getting better over time. Where do you get a connection or a friendship like this? It's just such a good blessing. Look at this daughter of one, she's beautiful. And I feel like this also give me the energy of the swan from the Mother of Cups, like the snake. They don't get, they won't attack you unless you appear to be a harm to them. So it's like they could be very peaceful, and they only mind their own business unless you agitate them. So that's also about like the protective energy that J-Hope and Jimin has. But I also feel like with this one, and the blossoms are coming out from the tree stick. I feel like they are, or one of them, I feel like not both of them, but one of them are brewing something. They are creating something that would have a really big impact, and the other person is kind of like guarding over it. They give each other the full amount of support and protection. They also trust each other as well, like a lot as well. So while one of them is blossoming kind of thing, the other person is like guarding and protecting on each other, and it's just a very like, it's a strong and passionate energy, because we have the wands here. It's just like they fully support each other, and like I feel like whatever it is that one of them is creating is gonna have a really, really big impact, not on their relationship, but on I don't know, their career or their image or their message that they want to convey to people. It's a very determined energy as well. Like they are very set in doing whatever that they're doing. One is set to create these things, and one is set to protect their brother in this whole creation process. Whew. We have really strong energy. So we've got one major arcana at the very center of the reading. Then we've got 2 court cards from like really, no, but this is feeling really good vibes. So now we're looking at Hosok's part, Hosok's energy in this relationship. First is was it wait, how does Hobby see his relationship with Jimin? Yes, how does Hosok see his relationship connection with Jimin? How does J-Hope see his relationship with Jimin? His connection with Jimin? Cool. We have 3 cards, but we'll take them all. Right? Wow, okay. Okay. How does J-Hope see his connection with Jimin? Let's start with Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles in this deck, to me, is like it's excitement, and it's like to J-Hope, imagine J-Hope being on this side of the door, and his relationship with Jimin is what opens the door to a new world that's full of sparkles and full of it's just bright and full of happiness. So I feel like this relationship, this connection that J-Hope has with Jimin, it brings him a lot of joy. Well, he laughs a lot when he's with Jimin. Jimin makes him laugh a lot, and it's also like it gives him a different perspective on life. It kind of like opens up a new door or a new world for him. It was also a lot of abundance flows in, of course, because they they are in a business partnership kind of thing. They make a lot of money together, but I feel like at the very beginning, J-Hope trusts that he can build a solid partnership with Jimin. And he kind of like, when they first got to know each other, J-Hope knew that he can trust Jimin, and he knew that like his connection with Jimin would be something precious, something that he needs in his life, and something that would shed light on his life. He treasures it a lot, and it's not, and it's like it's an inspiration for him as well, and it doesn't get boring over time. It just keep getting better. That's how J-Hope sees his connection with Jimin. We also have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You can put them together like this, and it creates a picture together. What can I say about this Queen of Swords and King of Swords? The King of Swords in this deck also talked to me about different perspectives and different ways to deal with life. It's also about like determination, sharp decisions, and like intelligence. But it's also about like giving love and care, because of this King of Swords. Well, usually the Kings of Swords are someone who's like a bit cold and a bit very like, he's very sharp with his swords, his words, his thoughts. But with this card, he's someone who's also cares about the underdogs, like the not privileged beings as well. And he has a soft side to him. And like this Queen of Swords, she's powerful, and she's like very sharp, but not merciless. So when we have both this King of Swords and Queen of Swords together, it makes a very powerful combination. So I feel like the way to add to this Ace of Pentacles, the way J-Hope sees his connections, relationship with Jimin is like, because I have the sword, so it's a very clear. Like they can communicate with each other very well. As I said before, they understand each other without even speaking. But also like they have to, once if they have any problem, they can come to the other person, and the other person will give them a different perspective, because they are two different. Yeah, so I feel like when either J-Hope or Jimin have some kind of negative thoughts or even toxic thoughts about themselves, or about like their life or what they're dealing with, they can always come to the other person, and the other person will kind of like help them to get through that, and kind of like help them to shape the thoughts and the perspective, and to direct the energy into better directions, kind of thing. I don't know if I'm explaining it clearly, but it's like they help each other with their thoughts and words as well, like what they say, but mostly about their thoughts. It's kind of like they can share their thoughts with each other, and they would help each other to get rid of the harsh opinions they have on themselves, if that makes sense. And we will look at J-Hope's role or position. What is J-Hope's role in this connection between him and Jimin? what is going on? That's way too many cards. Okay, I just have a lot of cards. We'll do it again. So, what? Okay, we'll take this one. So this is J-Hope's position or role in this connection between him and Jimin, and we've got the Two of Pentacles, so the one that keeps it balanced. The meditator, that's what I'm getting from this. But also he really does give me J-Hope's vibe. So he's the one more mature, or because when I look at J-Hope, he always has this aura of being in control. So he has control over his emotions and thoughts better than all the other members. That's what I felt from him. So he's like, his role in this relationship is to keep the balance. Not that they have a lot of work to do about like losing the balance or anything, because their relationship is very solid. But yeah, they do need J-Hope's part sometimes to put it back on the wheel, kind of thing. He's in a very comfortable position, so like he knows everything's under control, and he knows how to walk the coins in his hand. He knows how their relationship works, and he knows what Jimin thinks. Because they really understand each other. So if anything happens, if this is just a little bit of the smallest argument breaks out in their interaction, Joe will be the one who like sort it out immediately, kind of thing. It doesn't like any argument or what do you call it, disagreement, will get sorted out pretty quickly. They don't get mad at each other for a long time. They can't actually. They get on really well. So now we're looking at how J-Hope sees Jimin in their connection. How J-Hope sees Jimin in their connection. Why am I getting a lot of cards today? Okay, we'll take them all. Okay. Wow. Where do I start? So we have another swords. Eight of Swords. Pair of Chalices, the Magician, and Six of Pentacles. What do I say? J-Hope really understand Jimin, and this is like, we have almost all the elements, and we totally can speak about Jimin from these cards. So Six of Wands is someone who's very caring, very giving, but they just want to do the best for the other person, and J-Hope knows that that's what Jimin is. He just wants to give the best to people around him. Also the same with the pairs of chalices, like it's always such a big giving energy. He's such a big giver. He has so much love, and he just wants to offer love and caring to people around him. But at the same time, the Eight of Swords is like, he's being very nice to people. He's offer everything he has to other people, but he is very harsh on himself. And this is how J-Hope sees Jimin. So J-Hope knows that Jimin's very harsh on himself, and he kind of like trapped himself behind his harsh thoughts. Back again with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, they ease each other up. They kind of like soften each other thoughts on themselves. So yeah, I feel like J-Hope know that at the very beginning, maybe not so much anymore, but Jimin used to, trapped himself in really dark and harsh thoughts about himself. Like he was being very conscious of himself, and he was basically being too harsh on himself, and J-Hope know that. and I feel like Jae tried to get Jimin out of this with their connection, and he could do it. He was able to do that to a certain extent. Not that he's the only one that helped Jimin out of this stage, but the relationship between them, the connection that they had, definitely helped Jimin to develop his personality to get out of this Eight of Swords stage. And then we have the Magician. So definitely, I'm just gonna put this down. Jae thinks that Jimin is the man of capability, like the man who can do everything. That anything that Jimin puts his mind onto, he can do that with like a lot of power, and this is also the power of manifestation. So and also I feel like a bit admiration as well. So J-Hope knows that Jimin is very capable of doing anything, many things, and also the one who has the magic touch as well. So definitely J-Hope Hobby understands Jimin. Like he understands him. I feel like so much is just doesn't do the justice anymore. Like if there is any expression that is more than so much, like Jay really understands Jimin, and he highly appreciates and he highly recognizes Jimin with his ability as well. Yeah, that's what I have from Jaehoop's part, and now we're looking at Jimin's energy. Both do the same. Let's look at how Jimin sees his connection with Jae. This is how Jimin sees the relationship that he has with Jaehoop, with Hobby. Okay. Oh, we've got the sun. The sun. Isn't Jaehoop the sun of our lives? And like whenever the sun comes out in a reading, it immediately brightens up everything and all the cards, and it's just a magical energy. It's just pure joy and happiness. And this is how Jimin sees Jaehoop in their relationship. Is like, you're the light of my life. Like you make me laugh. You're my hope. And it also like, because we follow the sun. Is that an expression? It's like you can always trust that the sun will always rise, right? And that's kind of feeling like Jimin trusts Jaehoop, and he's like, anything can change, but Hope Young won't, and he will be there for me. Like he will give me the warm support. Like, oh gosh, such a beautiful energy. And like whenever I see, well, when we usually associate Jaehoop with the sun, right? He's very bright, very passionate and energy, very warm, very like lively energy, and that's how Jimin sees him in their relationship, in their connection. Like, is there anything more to say about the sun? The sun, oh my god. Right, and then we'll look at Jimin's role in this connection between him and Jaehoop. Jimin's role in his connection with Jaehoop. Jimin's role in this connection. You can fast forward to the actual card because I take jumper from the deck. I don't pick them, so it might take a while sometimes. We've got the Two of Wands in reverse. It's funny when we have like the Two of Wands and the Two of Pentacles as their roles, and this one is in reverse. Yeah. What do I say? So the Two of Wands in reverse totally give me the feeling like Jimin completely count on Taeyong to manage this connection and manage this relationship, like completely let him lead the thing and let him be in control, because Taeyong is like this Two of Pentacles. He totally is very comfortable with it. Not that they have a lot of things to do in managing their relationship, because it's a very smooth sail. But it just gives me the feelings like Jimin completely trust and believes in Taeyong that he would sort out any problem that come to this relationship. And I feel like when we look at this Two of Wands in reverse, I don't know, because if it's in the upright position, it's like this man is waiting for something, or he wants to jump off this balcony. He wants to dive into something. When it is in reverse, I feel like he just wants to stay there. It's a very comfortable place for him to stay. So I feel like Jimin doesn't have to do much in this relationship, I'm afraid to say. But it doesn't mean that his role is not significant in this relationship, because without the cards we can see that is totally not the case. But I feel like maybe for him, he just feels like he doesn't have to do much to maintain this relationship, because it's a very easy sell, and it's a very like straightforward connection. So now we're looking at how Jimin sees Taeyong in this relationship. Wait, did I do that with this? Was it like how Jimin sees this relationship, or how Jimin sees Taeyong? No, this is how Jimin sees this relationship, but did I interpret it in like how Jimin sees Taeyong in this relationship? Okay, I don't know. I just went with the flow. So let's see what card we have. So this is how Jimin sees Taeyong in their relationship. How Jimin sees Taeyong in their relationship. Oh, it could be how Jimin sees this relationship. I'm messing things up. But let's see what card we have, and then we can interpret it. Basically, it's Jimin's point of view. Let's see. What? We have the magician in reverse. What? Why the other one look at like what Taeyong look at Jimin like the magician? Jimin looks at Taeyong like the magician's in reverse. What do we say about this? So the magician in reverse. Let's see. I feel like I need a clarification. Okay, let me get another card to clarify this. got the Empress. Ooh, we have a lot of major arcana today. So the Empress and the Magician. Okay. One like feminine and one masculine energy part. So this is how Jimin sees Jaehoop in this relationship, right? I feel like to Jimin, Jaehoop is someone who's very like nurturing, very caring, but at the same time, like I get a sense of suppression. So maybe, oh, okay. So maybe Jimin feels like in this connection, Jaehoop still like he doesn't fully express himself, or he doesn't fully express all of his potential or his powers, his abilities to make an impact on this relationship. Why do I feel like that? Because the Magicians in reverse, it's very peculiar when it comes out like this. So maybe like, I don't know, because what I've got from all the cards is like they really understand each other, they support each other, there's a really good flow between them. But somehow, to Jimin's part, he still feels like there's something that Jaehoop has to suppress when he's within their relationship or their connection. Maybe like his ultimate goal, or his ultimate oh, the word just escaped my mind. What's the word? The ambition, like the biggest, like maybe Jaehoop doesn't tell Jimin his biggest ambitions, like his ultimate, like the final one that he wants to achieve. I don't know. I'm just guessing here, but this is what I feel like with this Magician in reverse. I feel like there's some aspect of his ability or his potential that Jaehoop still has to confine or suppressed, or not hiding, like not showing. He has to. He doesn't want to. He hasn't shown it yet in these connections, but still, he's very like caring, loving, very warm, and very like. Or maybe, oh, I feel like he has. I'm just getting this message. I feel like Jaehoop has some kind of worries, or some kind of, I don't know, he has a bit of worries about Jimin, and it's not that he worried about their relationship or their connection. He's worried about Jimin, and he feels like, oh, okay, because it's next to this Dodo ones, right? So remember what I thought about, like someone is brewing something, creating something, the other one is protecting him. I feel like Jimin is the one who's creating or brewing something here. He's planning something, and Jaehoop would like fully support him and like protect him. But like at the same time, Jaehoop is worried about these things that Jimin is planning to do, and also this worried is not about their relationship would be affected by this plan of Jimin, but it's the worried is on whether or not Jaehoop has the ability to protect Jimin from the impact of this plans that Jimin is having, that Jimin is going to do. Like I feel like he has this worried about maybe the plan is not going to work as well, and Jimin might get hurt from this, or Jimin like, I don't know, why am I saying this? I don't know what's going on, but this is the message I'm getting from this card. So Jacob kind of like, he's worried about what if everything is not gonna work, and he won't be able to protect Jimin as the daughter of one's energy. But he doesn't say that to Jimin. But Jimin knows that somehow because they understand each other without even speaking. And yeah, that's what I got from this card. That's the Magician in reverse. Now, so of course we have the Empress, very loving, very caring, very nurturing energy. It's like a family energy as well. So to Jimin, J-Hope definitely feels like someone, like a family to him. And I feel like yeah, BTS members, they are all family to each other. They have really domestic and family vibes when they are together, all 7 of them. So yes, that's all the message from the tarot card. Let's get some oracle to see if we have any other like additional messages about like the connection between the relationship between Jimin and J-Hope. Oh Jesus, we've got, you are very close to achieving your goal. So definitely, to me it speaks about this daughter of ones and the plans that I was talking about. And this is also like future energy, and you're very close to achieving your goal. So whatever it is, they are, or Jimin or J-Hope is planning, they are about to execute it and about to get an answer for it. Hence why the Magician in. So we're getting another additional message for the relationship connection between Jimin and J-Hope. My camera is getting old, so it's like it turns off itself after I think 15-17 minutes. So sometimes it would sometimes there would be something cut off, but yeah, have to put up with it. We've got Mintakan, longing for home, belonging the original Lightworkers. So I feel like this speaks a lot about the fact that their connection is like they feel really comfortable with each other, and they have each other to grow a lot as well. They learn a lot from each other. They grow together, and they have a sense of family. Like they are each other's family kind of things. They feel like once they're together and once they are in BTS, they feel like this is where they belong to. And it's just a very like reassuring energy kind of thing. But this, to me, when I look at this card, there's something still missing. Like there's something they still asking for, they're still looking for. With the Hermit card as well, it's like they are still growing, they're still going on this journey, and they're still looking for something that is missing. Maybe it's the goal that one of them is planning. It's the goal that they are going to achieve soon. Is maybe that's their like mission, their soul mission, or the ultimate missions or goals that they want to do with BTS, like the message, or I don't know, the change in the world that they want to make, the things that they want to achieve together. That will be the things that like complete their relationship and connection. It's part of their like karmic cycle, their soul contract, or their soul development, their soul mission. But I also don't feel like it's something material. It's something spiritual. It's something that has huge impact on people, feelings and understandings and perspectives, and like it's gonna have a really, it's gonna make really big changes in the way people think about certain things. That's what I feel like from this card. Right, we will get this one. So some like affirmation about the connection or relationship between Jimin and Jaehoon. Oh, oneness is my true nature. It also goes well with like belonging, like they will complete each other. They really understand each other a lot, like they really understand each other without even speaking. They help each other to grow as well. Oneness is my true nature. And they feel very comfortable being with each other. Okay, oh, no, I'll take that. So this is gonna be like the final messages or final details about the connection between Jimin and Jaehoon. Okay, we have asked for help. What you really need, be willing to accept support. Okay, so this is okay, this should go here with this like dotted ones, magician in reverse. So maybe what it is that Jimin is planning to do, he doesn't like he wants to do it alone, like he wants it to be something that he's I don't know, he's want to be alone on this project or this I don't know this this interval. He wants to be alone, even though J-Hope is fully supportive. Somehow maybe he can share the load with people around him, not just J-Hope, but like the members or someone else, because they don't need help with their relationship. It's very solid, it's very grounded, it's a really good foundation. They don't need help with their relationship, but maybe they can ask for help from one another with their own problem, their personal plans of how or issues. That's what I feel like. Ask for help and be willing to accept support. Ooh, this the image here is like it's like the king. And like he's willing to help his child and like give her everything that she needs for the support, or like he can maybe like do something to change the reality kind of thing, because like all the myth, what am I talking about? But yep, I feel like if one of them reach out to each other, because Joe always give me the feeling of the one who is more mature, the Two of Pentacles, in this relationship between him and Jimin. He's the young, he's the older one, he's the one who take the lead and the one who's in control. So I feel like Jimin can always ask him for help with whatever that he's brewing or trying to create. He can definitely like look at him. He's smiling so lovingly and so like softly. So I feel like if Jimin reached out to J-Hope, then he would be very happy to help with the plan, with the goal. Yeah, I think that's all that I have for the connection between Jimin and J-Hope. J-Hope and Jimin. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I certainly did, and it's so good to get back to do this series. If you want to check out the other readings, I'll put a link here. And if you enjoy the videos or the readings, please consider to subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next readings. Bye!